Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai arrived at the Federal High Court in Kaduna on Tuesday morning under tight security for his arraignment over alleged corruption-related offences by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission. According to the Commission Head of Media and Public Communications, John Ode, El-Rufai is being arraigned alongside one Joe Odoga over charges of alleged conversion, possession of public property, and money laundering. A separate charge was also filed on March 18 against El-Rufai and one Amadou Sule before a Kaduna State High Court over an alleged abuse of office, fraud, intent to commit fraud, and conferring undue advantage by the ICPC. The agency maintained that El-Rufai had been duly served reaffirming its commitment to due process and the rule of law. The arraignment follows mounting pressure from stakeholders, the African Democratic Congress, demanding either his release or arraignment, describing his continued detention without formal charges as unconstitutional. Similarly, the Muslim rights concern had criticized his prolonged detention, while members of his family raised concerns over alleged rights violations. The ruling party candidate in Benin's upcoming presidential election, Romuald Wadagni, has vowed to create local police forces in northern border towns to defend persistent attacks from terrorists. Wadagni, who has been finance minister under President Patrice Talon since 2016, said that Benin has had no choice but to work with neighboring countries to address security challenges as terrorists in the Sahel rapidly increase their attacks on the borderlands between Niger, Benin, and Nigeria. Wadagni disclosed this while unveiling his political platform ahead of the April 12th election. He added that Benin's National Republican Police Force already has a presence in the north, along with soldiers, in a move to ensure that young people in their environment are trained, equipped, and given the opportunity to defend their homes, their families, and their surroundings. Ghana's permanent United Nations representative Samuel Yao Kuma has urged member states to back a draft resolution recognizing the transatlantic slave trade as a gravest crime against humanity, saying it will strengthen ongoing reparation efforts. The resolution is primarily aimed at supporting reparations initiative led by the Caribbean brothers and sisters. Kuma revealed the information to African Group Press Conference ahead of Ghanaian President John Dramani Mahama formal presentation of the draft resolution before the United Nations General Assembly on Wednesday. He emphasized that the resolution seeks to identify a historic turning point that reshaped humanity and established structures that continue to drive global inequalities. He stressed that the United Nations General Assembly resolutions of this kind are declaratory political instruments, not judicial rulings, and cannot create legally binding hierarchies of crime. The National Institute for Disaster Risk Management and Reduction, INGD, has said a second wave of heavy rains has triggered floods across Mozambique, leaving 18 people dead, thousands displaced, and infrastructure damage. In light of this, 31 accommodation centers nationwide are sheltering around 10,000 people, with 4 centers in the southern province of Inaban hosting roughly 4,000. According to the Institute, the 2025-2026 raining and cyclonic season has affected nearly 1 million people nationwide, killing 285 persons, with tens of thousands of homes loaded, and damaged schools, roads, and agricultural areas. You are listening to Vicinity 95.3 FM, transmitting live from Ikejile, Ijesha. Global News will continue shortly.
Sports. In towards Lukaku. Entertainment. Politics. All on your darling station, Vicinity 95.3 FM, Ikejile, Ijesha.
Thanks Thanks for staying tuned. For news updates and live streaming, visit our website at vicinity953fm.com.ng. You can also provide us information via email at vicinitynewsroom@gmail.com or call 070-6108-3107. Now the rest of the news. Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko will make a 2-day official state visit to North Korea leader Kim Jong-un today, Tuesday, as the two Russian allies strengthen bilateral cooperation. Lukashenko had earlier congratulated Kim Jong-un on his re-election as chairman of the State's Affairs Commission of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and reaffirmed Belarusia's interest in expanding political and economic ties with Pyongyang at various levels. Russian troops had received support from Belarusian territory to launch offensive on Ukraine in February 2022, while North Korea dispatched troops to fight alongside Russia's army. The trio have continued to maintain strong partnership ahead of the meeting. The two leaders will hold talks to discuss the full range of bilateral ties, identify major areas of mutual interest, and most promising projects. Airstrikes targeting a site belonging to Iraq's Shiite Popular Mobilization Forces in the western province of Anbar have killed at least 15 fighters and the force's Anbar Operation Commander Saad al-Baiji Dawai. The group is an umbrella group of mostly Shiite paramilitary factions that were formally integrated into Iraq's state security forces and several groups aligned with Iran. It accused the United States of carrying out the attack, saying a United States airstrike targeted a command headquarters while personnel were on duty. Security and health sources on Tuesday said the strikes also wounded 30 others. Some of the wounded were in critical condition and the death toll could rise. The PMF confirmed the death of his Anbar commander Saad al-Baiji and 14 of his companions. A bit of sports. Fulham Football Club are ready to play big to sign Nigerian footballer Samuel Chukwueze on a permanent transfer this summer. The Nigerian international joined the Cotegas on a season-long loan from Serie A giant AC Milan last summer. The deal includes an option to sign Chukwueze permanently. According to reports, Fulham are prepared to acquire the player for €24 million. To end global news, another look at the headlines. A former Kaduna State Governor, Nasir El-Rufai, arrived at the Federal High Court in Kaduna on Tuesday morning under tight security for his arraignment over alleged corruption-related offenses by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission. We told you that the ruling party candidate in Benin's upcoming presidential election, Romag Wadagni, has vowed to create municipal police forces in northern border towns to defend persistent attacks from terrorists. Lastly, you heard airstrikes targeting a site belonging to Iraq's Shiite Popular Mobilization Forces in the western province of Anbar have killed at least 15 fighters and the force's Anbar operations commander Saad al-Baiji Dawai. That was Global News. It was edited by Oluwafunke Israel. On behalf of the production team, I'm IBRAHIM. Thanks for listening. Please stay tuned for News Nationwide at 6 o'clock. Good afternoon.